training, okay? Because we train and we train hard so that when it's time to actually trade, we know what the hell we're doing.
You have now stumbled into AmericanDreamTrading.com, where we trade shares and options. I will show you about swing trading, long-term trading, dividend stocks, high-yield income stocks, covered calls, cash secure puts, diagonal and credit spreads, debit spreads. I will teach you everything there is to know about the entire market. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I can't believe I get paid to help all of you get paid. This is such a wild thing.
What is going on? Welcome to American Dream Trading's The Aftermarket. I'm your host, J&J Video, aka Dawn, and I'm glad to be here tonight with you guys. Man, that was amazing, huh? Jimmy coming in. We had Jimmy in there, Pastor in there. It was just a family reunion today, right? Wow, that was amazing. It's, when they take time to come in and just kind of chill and talk to us, that is when it really lets you know what's possible for yourself, and to stay humble. And I love it. I absolutely loved it. You know what I mean? You never get tired of hearing from Jimmy. You know what I mean? You never get tired of hearing Pastor's words of encouragement. So yeah, it's definitely something to behold. And those of you that are brand new that aren't familiar with those two gentlemen, I'm telling you, you got a treat tonight, because it's rare that we get a chance to hear from them. So it's awesome when we always do. So shout out to you, Jimmy. Shout out to you, Pastor. We will always love you. And yeah, keep living life. Rocky Mountain High, baby. Guys, welcome. Hopefully you guys made some money today. I didn't have necessarily a good day today. I was kind of a bad girl. And I'm going to be transparent with you. You know what I mean? Every day is not going to be a winning day, right? So, it happens. It happens. It's a part of it. But what I do know is that it's important to move on. I documented and journaled everything in there so that I know what I did, and what I didn't do. So I'll go over that tonight with you. I'll be transparent with you. Listen, there's 3 links in the description of the video. First link is the link to join the panel. I see Mark Messi is waiting backstage for me, so we'll get him in here in just a few minutes. But if you click that link, you will be able to come in, join the panel, and share your story. This is a stream that's been created for you guys to come in and talk about your day. Did you make money in the market or not? If you didn't, we can talk about it. I'm certainly going to talk about what happened with me. And if you made money, come on up and tell us about it so we can celebrate with you. Okay. Shout out to my mother-in-law. Happy birthday, Kathy Wozniak. Love you very much. We got a phone call here. Cannot take phone call right now. Phone started flashing. I got it, where your flashlight flashes, because, I think, and I always have the ringer off. But anyway, the second link is AmericanDreamTrading.com. If you do not have a trading home or a trading group that you're trading with, you are welcome to join our group. The link to the American Dream Trading website is in the description of the video. It is owned by a man named Chad W. Christian, who is our trainer and mentor, and proud to call him a friend. He has been trading in the stock markets for over 30 years. He is a true veteran who has basically trained us all how to get in trades, out of trades, and everything in the middle. Okay. Yeah, my day kind of has me like all jacked up a little bit. So I'm sorry if I'm stuttering a little bit, but it's one of them days and I'm smiling through it. And that's how you get through these things, right? Been through it before, going through it now. It's all good. You got to keep it moving. We're going to get to the next 5-10 minutes, the next hour tomorrow, regardless of what just happened, right? Past is already gone. You got to keep moving forward regardless. You cannot dwell. The future is going to happen, God willing, okay? Because you could just drop dead too. Not to be morbid, but it's possible. Anything could happen. So assuming we're going to get through the night, I choose to do that with my head held high and looking forward to my next trade. Okay, so with that being said, the third the third link in the description, and I really could use it tonight, but the third link in the description is the host tip jar. I use this as my source of income. It is part of my income. It is a significant part of my income, and I have appreciated everybody who has tipped. As a matter of fact, there were a couple tips that came in last night. Hold on one second. That came in after the stream, and I want to say thank you to those people because they mean so much to me. First of all, shout out to you, Miranda, and you know what you did. She is always taking care of me, so she is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, baby girl. Where are they? Paula at the beach. Thank you so much, honey. I appreciate you. You're amazing. TJ, thank you so much. I love you so much, man. And again, Tim tipped. Dana tipped yesterday, and Diesel Dan and Steve O. Thank you so much, Steve O. What's going on, baby? So, yes, guys, thank you so much. It is located in the description of the video. I will drop it once or twice throughout the night in the live chat. If you want to donate to the tip jar, that is much, much appreciated. So, check it out. With joining American Dream Trading, there is the VIP membership, which is the premium membership that includes all of the perks, all of the services that Coach offers. You've got trading view indicators, you've got hot stock picks in the morning, you've got monthly workshop classes, and of course, you've got Coach himself in the Zoom call, one-on-one style training every morning at 8:15. He goes live, and you're still able to interact with him on the Zoom call, trade with him. It is invaluable. All right. Normally, that yearly membership is $2,500, and right now, use code VIP on the website, VIP 1000, and you'll get $1,000 off that price. Also, if you use the code Christmas, type it out. Doesn't matter if it's large or small caps, and small or large caps. That is and that is for your first year. That's not $1,000 off every year. Let me clarify that. And the Christmas code gets you $250 off any premium membership. Okay, it could be the monthly. It could be, and by premium I mean just the regular membership, non-VIP. Okay, so that is $200. Okay, no, I'm mixing it up. I'm sorry. Christmas is $250 off the monthly. So basically, you're getting a free month because that's the price of the monthly. And last but not least, there is a 5-day trial, free trial for the a 5-day trial for any. I'm jacking this up because I just found out about it. Premium membership, non-VIP. So that is the monthly, whether it be the monthly, the quarterly, or the yearly. All right. So I'm going to bring Mark McSee in because I don't want to keep him back there waiting forever. Mark, how are you, my friend?
Good. What's a 5-day thing? I missed that.
Okay. So the 5-day thing is a 5-day trial, and that goes for any of the premium memberships, the monthly, the annual, or the yearly, non-VIP.
Cool.
Yeah. So that's pretty cool.
Get a little test drive.
You're already test driving it.
I ain't test driving. I'm bought in.
You're already in here.
I'm all in. I didn't test drive. I watched it a couple times and jumped right in.
I did the same thing, Mark.
Yep.
Coach is infectious like that, man. So what did you think about Jimmy and Pastor? Wasn't that cool?
I don't know. I wasn't there. Doggone it. Pastor was there too?
Yeah.
Wow.
Jimmy came in for like the
all
last
done.
hour.
I was all done probably that was before 11 I was out.
Did you make any money?
No.
Okay.
Got stopped out.
Okay. Ouch. Yeah. I had a bit of a trying day. I did give my gains back that I made this week, which is, yeah. So, and I know what I did. I journaled it, and I didn't even need to journal it, but I journaled it. I know exactly what I lost and how I lost it. I just basically did not execute patience. I thought I saw something that I wasn't seeing, apparently, or it was a choppy market. Not that I'm making an excuse for myself, but yeah, I got thrown off by two things, Nvidia and SPY. So yeah, you know what I mean? But it happens. You got to move on. Just like you took a hit the other day. You know, Nate comes in here. He's taking hits. We've had Joey Crypto in here who's taking hits. Everybody takes hits. So I had two. Yep, I had 2 green days. Hey, listen, it happens. So
it's not any different going to a working a 9-to-5 job. Some days you go to work and your machine's broke down all day, and all you're doing is working on things, trying to get them fixed.
Yep.
But you got to figure it out and get it back in service. So figure out what's wrong and get the wrench turning. Yeah. Study the owner's manual, see where the problem's at to troubleshoot it, get back in the game. No, I got stopped out on the queues. I got in probably, if I'd have waited, I hate reevaluating trades. I really do.
I know.
If I'd have waited 20 minutes and I would have got in the other EWO in the queues, I would have been funding a trip to Disneyland for me and you today. So, but unfortunately that didn't happen. So, because the queues went way up after that. So, yeah.
I did not need to trade today, Mark. I really didn't. After the first trade failed, I should have stopped. I overtraded. I revenge traded all day long and thought I could get into SPY at the end of the day another time and try to get a run up like Mark Mancini had yesterday. And all it did was fucking chop. So I'm like,
I could have rode the queue. I could have rode the queues till the cows came home, but fortunately I got in too soon and got stopped out. And then the next green EWO formed and to the moon without me.
Yeah. It happens. You know what I mean?
So,
yes, it is. You know what I mean?
The problem is that's two negative days. 2 negative days for me in a row.
Okay.
2 or 3, I think. Let me see.
Well, I'm still taking the time out. I had 2 green days and 1 red day, but I'm still taking the time out. Probably because I have no buying power. So
I had 2 negative days in a row after starting on fire, and then anyway.
Yeah.
I actually was going to take today off, take it easy, but it's Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursdays usually, I like Tuesdays and Thursdays for trading days. They seem like they do rather well one way or the other. You get a lot of runners, but I'm sure Bucket had a great day though. That's all.
How'd you do, Bucket?
Was everybody do good today?
No,
neither one of us did. We had a red day today.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's all right. Yeah. Tell us about your green day. I'm sure you had one.
Yeah.
All right.
So
all right.
Celebrate.
I'll wait. Let's hear it. Gotta wait it.
1,200.
All right.
Woo! That's pretty consistent, Bucket. You're getting consistent, man. Was that on cash secured puts or options or?
Yeah. So the breakdown today, though, no, because I didn't have that many cash secured puts from yesterday. Because remember, yesterday was pretty much an up day until the end of the day.
Yeah.
So only 385 on cash secured puts, and I'm in none for tomorrow because there was nothing. There's nothing for tomorrow. So the only way I could set up for next week. And then the rest was Soxel, all day Soxel scalps. Could have just did the EWO, but missed the EWO play. So I said, okay, I'll scalp it. And did that most of the day. And then I wouldn't have had that much, but then just made another 250 in the aftermarket. So
on Sentinel?
Huh? No, Sentinel? Today. That was yesterday. Today was Lululemon and Avgo. So they just did it. It seems they have great earnings, but someone doesn't get excited about it, and they drop, and then they come down. Nate's philosophy, they come into the weeds.
Yeah.
And then that's the immediate reaction, and then they go back up, and then they settle. So it's kind of like a waka, 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 waka. So, yeah, I hit both of those within 15 minutes while the Zoom was still on. And I'm going to hold one of the Avgos because those aren't cheap. You can't really do much. I mean, they're $980
wow,
a share. And Lululemon isn't cheap either at $450. I mean, jeez.
Is it? I never really looked it up.
I mean, you figured you get a free pair of whatever Lululemon has for that. I mean, I don't know what they have. I know I have to spend a crap load of that on my daughter.
Wow.
But yeah, no, it was a good day. So overall, 14 trades, and out of the 14, only one loss, and that was my Tesla contract. That didn't do well. Didn't lose much, but that didn't do bad. So yeah, overall, it wasn't a bad day.
Okay.
Could have done a lot better, but hey, it is what it is. We take it and we move on. So
That's
no, it was fun. God, I was going to tell you something. I don't even know what it was. I don't remember. I'm too old. But yeah, no, it was good. So what happened with you? Were you in SPY today or?
Yeah, I was SPY and NVIDIA. Yeah. And so
NVIDIA, that did quite well in the morning, right?
Yeah, I guess, but yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
It wasn't it. It wasn't it today.
Nah, it wasn't that. Nah.
No. I mean, what was interesting, and you may remember last night in the aftermarket, I was sitting there scalping AMD during the aftermarket because it kept running. It started at 116 yesterday, so I know Bruno said, "Hey, look, it went up $12 today." No, it went up $4 in the aftermarket. Yes, it went up $16 in reality. I mean, that's just something to keep track of because, I mean, yesterday's aftermarket, y'all, I know we were enjoying it in here. Yeah. I hadn't seen that much activity in those chip stock, NVIDIA and AMD. I mean, it was just a crazy day. So, that's fun. And there goes Lululemon, man. Oh, yeah. Keep going. Yeah, that was crazy. And because I think I told you last night, I was left with, I don't know, 500 shares of Soxal. I left them in overnight. And only because I wasn't going to take a loss. The damn thing went up $200 or $2 today. Right. I mean, It was insane. So, but that's because of AMD and NVIDIA, right?
Yeah.
And look, Soxal would have been through the moon if NVIDIA didn't crash out after 11 a.m. And he's doing this, going up this way, and then NVIDIA's going
it was a choppy ass day, man.
Like this.
Yeah.
So no, it was a decent day. So according to the records now, hold on. So we're 34-11, and we've had 14 trading days green. So
all right, man. Yeah. Way to go, Bucket. I'm so proud of you, dude. Yeah. That is
you're
awesome.
so far ahead. As for a new trader, you're so far ahead of the curve, Bucket. It's unreal.
Yeah.
You've drank the Kool-Aid and you're doing well. You really
well, all I do is listen to y'all. It's not that hard, guys. I mean,
I know. We know.
The interesting thing is there's a gentleman on the Zoom call at the end saying listen, and people use that word so frequently. Listen.
Talking about Jimmy?
Is that who that was?
That was Jimmy, man. Jimmy is a legend in this group. Yeah.
Okay. Well, he was exactly right, which is listen is like when we're talking back and forth, I'm listening to you and I'll come off you. But what he really meant to say was, do you hear me? Right.
Yes.
And that is what I came in on day one. Because remember, I think the one thing I have benefit of that a lot of people don't is I have no history. I didn't try another group. I didn't get scammed by some other scammer. I luckily found this group.
Me too, Bucket. I've never been in any other groups. I didn't have to empty my cup.
Right.
This was my first job.
When you listen to Mark McSee and you listen to our other famous Mark and you listen to
Mancini.
Yeah. Well, okay. I wasn't going to say his last name, but Mark Mancini.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And well, you're the one that tells me every pre-market that's your last name. Okay, there you go.
We're both off right now, okay?
Yeah,
you got to forgive
listen
us.
to the two Marks. You listen to Lee. You listen to Bruno. You listen, obviously, to Coach. And if you listen to them, but then hear them, then it's great. And I think that's why repetition is the key with Coach. And he has to say the same thing over and over because he knows people are listening, but sometimes they don't hear him.
Right. Yes. Big difference.
Right. And because, like you said, our cup is empty, it just goes in. I'm not having any preconceived notions of something else going, oh, I really don't know if Coach knows what he's talking about there because I was successful doing the Fibonacci retracement, on the Mercury retrograde. Whatever. I never had to do that. Right. So I'm listening to you all. Now, I've still made stupid mistakes. I mean, we can all go back to that one dumb day, but at the end of the day, I don't want to say it's easier for us, Dawn, but it is because we don't have to
we understand it.
Prejudice. We don't ever have to come history, right? We came into this. I mean, I've done covered calls for a long time. Never did a cash secured put. I'm very comfortable talking about those now because I didn't know how the cash secured put really worked. I always knew what covered calls were,
Okay, I didn't know that. I was going to ask you if you.
I was with probably the number one oil field service company for 20 years, and we had a very aggressive discounted stock purchase program. So you learn very quickly in your discounted stock purchase program because you used to get them at a 15% discount, and then when you got them, you'd immediately write covered calls on the day you got them at the current rate, which was already at the worst case 15% lower. So you would just write those covered calls for 30 days out and out and out until they were gone, and then you didn't care, and then you got your next set, and you kept rolling it. So, but the cash secured put side was very interesting. So, and that's fun, and so, but for us, it's not easier, but it's quicker for us to hear because we aren't blocking something out. So that's why I'm not saying going well because again, I have bad days, but it's nice to see things and I'm comfortable. It's just playing so much in stocks now. I've done less contracts and less contracts. Now my gains per day are going to probably be less for sure, but I know we put stops in and stuff like that, but I like to play with Soxhole and Apple. I don't really need to put in stops, but I do. I'm not saying you do, but I put them so low. I mean, they're like 50.
That they can't be triggered.
Yeah, they're never, they're never going to. If they got triggered, we've got bigger problems. I'm just telling you, the market itself has to be.
Yeah.
We have bigger problems, right?
But it's there for you to grab it if you need to.
Absolutely.
It's there for you to grab it and slide it up if you need to.
Right. It's for me. It's kind of like if you don't get company medical, getting emergency medical, right? The medical that pays if something's really expensive, right? Yeah. So doing that gives me a lot of flexibility in letting it breathe and let me monitor. Because sometimes what I may do on a down is I may buy back in, not actually want to be stopped out, so that I lower my price so that when it goes up, right?
Right.
So yeah, no, it's going okay. Your goal, I know what your goal is, Mark, and I want to get to that goal of about 500 a day. But then once I reach that and can do that for extended, it's got to go up to the next level. But I'm not rushing it. I'm, right now, I'm still learning and I'm still making mistakes. So, it's going good. We're all doing
great.
Good. Yeah. I'm glad.
Yeah, you're so far ahead of the curve. I mean, I was wondering about why you were already doing covered calls being a new trader, but you said you had experience with that.
Yeah. Well, I have not done a covered call. I've never done a covered call here.
Right. But
just
you've done them.
Puts. And the problem is because I had this one company I built and we sold it off. I had a 401k that I had to get automatically because we were closing out the 401k, got rolled into a Fidelity account, right? We just had to, because when the plan ends, there's no administrator anymore, so they have to roll it. It's illegal.
I have got to go to the little girl's room, not to cut you off, but talk amongst yourself. I'll be right back.
So
prisoners
we had a legal requirement.
Inmates are running to jail now.
Yeah, exactly. We had a legal requirement, Mark, that we had to get into Fidelity. And when you rolled it in Fidelity.
What did you say?
Inmates are going to be running to prison now.
That's right.
Shut up. Inmates have control of the board. I'll be right back.
Yeah, exactly. So when it rolled over, they put it in, one of those money market accounts, right? Mm-hmm. I totally forgot about it until I got back into here. And I'm like, wait, I wonder if I still had that. So I logged into Fidelity. I did all that kind of stuff. And so this money's just sitting there. And it is a lot of money, but it's not a major part of my portfolio. And I was like, well, it's just sitting there. It's in Fidelity. I go apply to get level 4 or 3 or whatever. And they gave it to me, and I just started playing with it. So, I mean, worst case scenario, I lost it.
Yeah, I was kind of actually. I remember when I first heard you say you did a cover call. I'm like, dang, you're an aggressive investor. Just started, and you're writing covered calls already. But now that explains it. So you weren't totally agreeing on that part.
Yeah, the cash secured put's the one I was not familiar with. So that's fun. That's fun.
I haven't done either one. I haven't.
Well, interesting that Warren Buffett actually has a CSP program for Berkshire Hathaway, right? I think he invests, and you can look on Google. So anybody watching, I'm not quoting scripture or anything, but I think he runs 10% of his cash portfolio on cash secured puts, right? On company he's interested in. So anyway, yeah, I appreciate it, buddy. And Nate's here, so I'll mute. Nate, how's it going?
Yeah, hey. Nate, go on. Tell us about your day, Nate. Dawn will be back. She had to go answer a call.
She trusts y'all to run her program?
No, that's why she
we don't
back
care.
Quick.
We don't care.
Hey, Bucket.
Yo,
I know I don't tell you this enough, but I'm proud of you. I tell you, you have learned a lot in a short period of time. That's I tell you, that's great. I tell you,
got it up here.
I got the way I love to hear your day every day, because I know you learning every day.
Yeah,
so I just wanted to tell
a lot of it came from you, Nate, in the mornings. So
we help each other,
Yeah, I hate to say this, Nate, and you and Mark are going to laugh at me. I still don't know how to use the L2. I know how to enter on an L2. I get it, but I don't know how to read that this L2 is telling me this is a good stock to get into.
Oh, okay.
That's the only thing I don't understand, but it is going to require me to get up a little earlier to listen to y'all a little more. I just
need some screen time.
Yeah, well, just take your time. Continue making your gains, and we're gonna be here. We ain't going nowhere. So
there it is.
You're doing what's working for you right now. That's what's important. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, man. I tell
which way you're going about making your money. If you're having success where you're doing, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
As you get time,
Yeah. But I had another good day today. Today was a good day.
Yeah.
So
I know you did. I heard. Nate is an assassin.
You know what, Bucket? I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm almost like an animal when I find a stock that's running. I just get in it and just try to just hammer it as quickly as I can for as much as I can get out of it. And today was one of those days. I mean, I did like $10,300 today.
Wow, good job.
And you did that on WeBuy, right? Isn't that what you were saying in chat?
Yep, that's exactly what I did. Yeah.
WeBuy.
I have a question about that, Nate, because when you said that, I was like, okay, the best way is to learn is from someone like you. So I go in and I went to the WeBuy chart today, and it was constantly going down all day, right? So, but your opportunity is candle to candle. Is that right?
Yep.
So you literally trade within one candle.
Yep. And I'm gonna tell you, for a minute there, especially while Coach was going through his spiel and everything, it was running, and I was in it the whole time while it was running.
Oh, okay.
And so I just kind of stayed in it, And right after it halted for a couple of times, I think it came down on the third halt or the fourth halt or something like that. And I finally had got tired. Well, I feel like, okay, you know what? This stock getting ready to channel now, and I really don't feel like trading these channels today. So I was looking at my profit. I said, well, you know what? I'm gonna just get on out this thing. So that's what I did. I hadn't done anything else today.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I was done by about 9. Well, about 10 o'clock, 10:30. I was gone. Yeah, I was out.
Okay, you got it at the run up this morning at 8:30. Then.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
Yeah, that was huge.
Yeah. So it was good. I had a good run on it, and oh no, when I see them like that, I look at that L2 and I look at how clear that highway is going down through there, and I just ride it. I just keep riding it.
Yeah, that's why I like to track when you're trading, which is why I need to get into the pre-market to see what you're seeing.
Yeah,
because you guys talk about freeways. I see freeways on every L2. Yeah. I just don't know what the hell that freeway is. Is it an overpass, an underpass, an on-ramp, an off-ramp, a friggin', bridge that's been left out like the movie that, Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves were in, Speed. What the hell it is. So
I don't know, man. I spend so much time trying to learn that thing that I know I see a lot of stuff that most people just don't pay attention to. But I see it and I jump on it, and man, I try to hammer it, just try to kill it,
Yeah, that's how you got to do it. Did I hear you right? 10,000 a day. Nice. Let's get the bell.
10,000.
Sweet.
Hey, Nate.
Thank you, Diesel Dan. Let me just do this real quick, guys. Thank you, Diesel Dan, for the donation, and also thank you, Freddie, my boy. Thank you, Freddie. Appreciate you. Go ahead,
Nate.
guys.
You remember yesterday when you, I, and Lee were talking around lunchtime about that one stock that kept halting up, but then had the 25-minute straight halt?
Yep.
Did you see what that thing did after the halt?
Yeah, see it, Sarah?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
It went from $14 to $2, dude.
Yeah. And we tried to jump in it, remember?
Yes, and it jumped us.
Bucket, I called it right. I called it out right because Lee had his order in about $1 or $2 up. And I said, this thing got a gap, about $5 or $6 gap, and it's gonna jump, like it's gonna clear this halt. It's gonna clear it when it unhalts, and that's exactly what it did. It passed all of us, jumped right over our orders. So
wow.
So it was interesting. It was interesting. Yeah, and I saw all that on the L2. It was just so clear. You couldn't miss it. You couldn't miss it. It was just real clear. Yeah.
I'm laughing thinking about this morning. JP and TJ are cool, right? They are determined to get Nate to look at options and volume indicators and
and
I get it. You know what I mean? They're just trying to get you to see a broader spectrum. But Nate's like, no, I have tunnel vision and I prefer it that way.
And me, I try to be so cordial in the morning because he comes in and I know what he's trying to do, but I just like, okay, you know what? I ain't even thinking about that. I mean, I understand. You want me to go look at the cues and all this? I'm like, I'm not interested. God.
Oh my God.
He is something else. I have to laugh to myself. He is something
I
else.
know, it's funny because you told him this morning, you told JP, I really don't get down with that. I'm not really focusing on that. And JP was like, no, I'm just talking to everybody who might be doing that. Not you. I understand that. But then not 5 minutes later, he says, Nate, the Q's and Apple are doing such and such as. I'm like, JP, why did you single Nate out? Did he not just tell you that he's not interested in that? And I know you may be watching this, JP. Stop doing that. Nate does not care about all that, dude. We love you, but he don't care about that.
Well, it's also like now I know many of us who actually do sit there and listen and hear Nate. We can answer questions for Nate now, right? Because half the people come in and go, hey Nate, are you, your trend lines and your your stops and resistance levels are, how are you plotting those out? And I just want to jump in and go, y'all, just leave him alone. He doesn't do any of that. He knows what he's doing. Right?
It's frustrating to listen to because we all know how Nate's style is. And it's like when people come in with all this extra stuff, not that stuff doesn't have any merit, but it's completely like unnecessary in that forum at that time. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like stop going over it. We're wasting time when he could just be giving his basic L2 training and letting people hear what he's doing in that trade. We don't need to hear about the Qs and Apple at that time. Other people may want to hear about it, that's fine. But we got all day to hear about the Qs and Apple. We don't trade stocks in the middle of the day. Really, Nate may, but throughout the course of the day, it is options, because Coach doesn't really do shares like that. So with the focus switches to options. When we're in the pre-market, let's keep it, to what Nate is training us on. So anyway, love JP, love you TJ, and I'm done with that.
Ralph wants in.
I see him.
Nate, you're the man.
What's going on, Ralph?
Nate, what's going on, Ralph?
I'm just doing what Coach taught me to do.
How y'all doing?
Hold on, just
all right.
Mark McSween. You've been muted the whole time, Mark McSween. Mark, you're muted.
Okay, hello. Okay. Okay,
Mark,
so
you're muted. Oh, that's right. She muted
you.
Okay.
No, he's not muted. You're not muted. Let me see. Yeah, no, you're not muted. You were, because I heard a lot of shuffling around, but I unmuted you when I saw you come back in the picture. So, yeah, let me click the button again and then click it again. I don't know. That's weird. Actually, you know what? Let me take you out and bring you back in and see if that does it. Try now. Yeah, no, you're not muted, dude. Not on my end. So maybe go out and come in. Yeah.
What's up, Ralph?
Look.
Ralph, what's happening?
Look.
Huh?
Check your messages.
Look what? What, private?
What that say? The host muted you. The host muted you. The host.
I did initially when you. Okay, I'm getting ready to take you out now.
Can you hear me? Now?
I did initially because when you came in, I heard a bunch of noise and we were echoing. Weren't we echoing?
Yeah, we were. But I'm saying, can you hear me right now?
Yeah, we can. We can.
Oh, okay. Well, don't worry about it then. It's gone because the thing gone now.
Yeah,
that's what I was trying to get you to see.
You got you, Mark.
I understand why you did that, but I was saying like, I'm muted. Yeah.
I don't know.
What y'all doing?
Nate went out.
Well, anyway, I was trying to say there's only really few things, maybe 4 or 5 that we care about in the pre-market. It's fine if you want to talk about Apple and Nvidia and all that, but we don't trade them stocks pre-market. We don't. We're after penny stocks. All we care about is low float, volume,
yes,
news. That's really about it.
That's pretty much it.
And how to read the L2. The L2. You guys, they come in and they want to talk about all this other stuff, and the unicorn flew over Jupiter and all that, and that's great. If that helps make you money, more power to it. More power to you if it makes you money. And there's nothing wrong with it. And it's not that we can't talk about that stuff. But when people insist on it, the reason they want to talk about this stuff is because they haven't been in long enough to see what's really going on. Well, how Nate's doing things. And that's what he's trying to. It's keeping it simple. And those are the only things we care about. All those other things it's not that they don't have value. It's just not the lessons that we're teaching here. in the pre-market.
That's right.
We're learning how to read the L2 and all that, because we don't even teach EWO in pre-market. We're not. We're scalping. We are essentially scalping the whole pre-market. There's no stops. There's no emergency bailouts. It's up to you to click and get out. If you don't do it, it's on you. All we care again, L2. So if you want to talk about any of these other things, consider it. All we care about is the L2, volume, low float, 20 million or under, generally.
And news.
And news.
Yeah. That's it.
Those are the only four things we really care to talk about. Now, this is coach's deal. So, we will talk about any questions you have. And you can ask any question you want. We're not saying you can't, but we don't want to get off of these tangents. Like I left. I couldn't take it no more. I told Ralph, I'm out. I'm done. I couldn't take it anymore.
You told me
too. Yeah, I didn't want to be rude. I mean, people want to talk about things, that's fine, but it just didn't stop.
It is.
And Nate's too nice of a guy just to say he don't care.
Exactly.
Yeah. He'll listen. He'll listen to you. And then he tries to steer you back in. So that's, and we're all there to make money, and then you can use whatever you want. If you want to use a Fibonacci retracement over the retrograde Mercury flying over Gemini, have at it. But go ahead and do it with yourself. We're not going to be there to learn that. And there's nothing wrong with using all. Well, right. Yeah. And it doesn't hurt to say something, but when somebody tries to guide you back into what we're trying to accomplish in the training in the pre-market, and you don't want to listen, well, and whatever.
In this here moment, right?
That's
what we
do. And it's still, and I'm not trying to discourage anybody from asking a question. What is the Fibonacci retracement over the Mercury retrograde, jumping over Gemini and riding Taurus to the grocery store indicator, if that's what you're using?
It's getting longer and longer.
It is. It's getting longer and longer. I can't wait.
But if you have that type of question, there's nothing wrong with asking the question. Well, we encourage, that's how we all learn. I learned. Heck, you might that Fibonacci retracement over the Metro retrograde flying over Gemini while you're riding Taurus to the grocery store to pick up milk for Grandma and Virgo, whose name is Virgo, and come back home. Indicator. Yeah. If that's what you want to, maybe that is something that's valid we need to look at. But, accept the answer that's given to you, we'll acknowledge it. And again, we're not trying to say those things don't have merit, because they do. They really do. We just don't, we're keeping it simple. Once again, so everybody understands, L2, low float, volume, and news.
Yeah. Simple.
He has to do that, Bucket, because people don't get it.
It really, because and don't get me wrong, I love JP. JP was there for me at a time when I really needed it, and I'll never forget him for that. TJ is also someone that I greatly admire and respect, and both of them are. But in that situation, it was just that, their personalities are so analytical as such, and they want to bring that element in. And that goes against everything that Nate is doing, because he is dumbing it down and keeping it extremely simple. Period. The three things you named are all we're focused on. And I was thinking that they were coming in to get that training. But instead, what's happening is it's turning into, but let's also talk about this. No, you guys are coming to our party. Listen, I thought you wanted to learn what he was trying to do and how he was doing it. That's why people are coming in the pre-market. You know what I mean? Not saying you can't say it, but at the same time, try to respect what's already going on and why there's a reason why 88 people are showing up in the morning where it was 20.
There it is, right there.
Or 10. There's a reason why 80 people, 100 people are showing up. And it's not to hear about Fibonacci bullshit. It's to hear about this L2 and this news and this guy Nate that's making millions of dollars doing it. So have that respect. Chill, come in. You are more than welcome and more than invited, and we love you. But just chill in the background unless you have something to ask about that. We don't need to add to it.
Right.
We don't need to add extra indicators to it. Just listen to that teaching. And hey, you may find that if you learn it in that simple form and uncloud your brain with some of that stuff, it might even be easier than what you're doing. Because if you create all of this extra stuff for you to look at, it may give you extra information. But you know what? TJ made a good point. Nate has gotten such an innate and pardon the pun, understanding of it, everybody's not like that, and everybody's not going to take it in, and he can't look at the L2 and just get what Nate's doing like that. He needs that. Okay, fine, but the rest of the group doesn't need to hear about it.
Right. Well, that's all. The only reason is, and I didn't understand it either. It was like reading the Matrix code, because you got you have to have screen time. That's all there is to it. You got to put the hours in and listen. Not only listen, like Bucket said, you got to hear.
Right.
There's a difference between listening and hearing. You got to hear what he's trying to teach you.
Yeah.
But you know, and again, don't be afraid to ask the question. Any question about investing, we welcome that.
Yeah.
But just remember the core values of what Nate's trying to get across, his message and his teaching in there about that, because that'll help strengthen all. Then you can add all the other stuff to it that reinforces it. Just like me.
Yeah.
Nate don't do lines. That's the first thing I do when I see something. I chart it out, and every time I chart it out, what do I say every time I chart it? Look, that matches right where the L2's at.
Yep.
Because the L2 people are where them orders are at. It's already where they know.
Right.
It matches up. So that's why Nate don't have to do it, because he sees it right. He sees the lines on the L2. So you know, we welcome her to come in, but let's just
definitely
read the room.
And for new people who are brand new, that is a very basic strategy. It goes along with coaches teach. Coach, there's a reason why Coach doesn't talk about extra indicators and VIX this and VIX that. There's a reason why Coach doesn't do that. It's because he's got a lot of new people and he's trying to keep it as simple as possible. And with that L2, with only needing those three things, I felt so bad. There was a guy in there that he was very low. I don't know if anybody else heard him, but I heard him. I just want to learn the L2. You know what I mean? When all of that was going on, and I felt so bad for him because, I just want to learn the L2. Like, what is all this stuff? And so it's like I realized that we're on point with what we're saying.
Yeah. And the people the people that you mentioned are highly intelligent, and they are advanced investors. They understand.
Yes, they are.
They understand the advanced concepts, and they do well in the market. They have their own success in their own rights, doing what they do.
Right.
But you know.
I just want to say this one thing. Like everybody else said, right? There's only three things that we going to do up in there, right? But
three things.
Three things.
No, but listen. To TJ's defense, right? He created a part of Coach's indicator, right? And we understand.
Yep. TJ, I use it every day. It's fantastic.
The volume thing or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, right, and you should get your chance, and I hope you get your chance to explain how it works, right?
Yeah.
But I've been coming in here ever since, Coach granted me the VIP, and day after day, Nate, all I want is for Nate to be able to show these people what's going on. Each day there's somebody that come up in there and just sucks all the air out of what Nate is trying to say, right? And then, some people, they can't be there every day, right? And so Nate want to try to keep it as simple as possible, and he can't do that. I don't even talk in there, right? So that's all I want. That's all I want is for Nate to have that moment, right? Because that's the only time you're going to be able to really trade the L2 like that. Nate don't even really trade the L2. Listen, once that bell rings, the L2 is going to start acting just like Dawn acted yesterday, right? You know what I'm saying? I guess it start eating grapes for breakfast. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's going to go crazy, right? So that's the only time we have to do it, unless we're going to get together right now. I mean, in the after hours, but
good luck.
The day is over.
Good
luck.
Know what I mean? Good luck trying to learn how to read an L2 during the open market, because it's like a roulette. It's like a slot machine. Them things going so fast you can't make sense.
So
that's why most of the money is made before 8 o'clock.
But because I learned how to read the L2 in the pre-market, I can, if I stare at the L2 in the open market, which I don't do it as much because I'm watching the charts. So I really don't. I will look at the L2 if I'm unsure where this candle's going to go. I'll look to see if the buyers or sellers and all that coming in, and then time and sales, that kind of stuff. But
I
don't.
look at
I
it.
don't.
use it. I
Yeah,
do.
and I'll tell you
Shout
what,
out.
that volume indicator that TJ wrote, that thing is fantastic. It is very beneficial. It really is. Shows you in real time what's going on the volume, buyers and sellers. It is.
That's awesome. I can't wait to look at that. Well, you're going to help me with it this weekend, right? At some point, maybe?
$50 an hour.
All right.
$50 a half hour.
We'll work it out. We'll do something.
No, that's just it. You know, TJ, you created something good. You get the time to, right now, Nate still haven't had his chance. Not one morning. Like I went to 4 morning.
Is one of those beautiful mind dudes who is a genius, who is just, you know what I mean? And he bubbles over with it. And it's like he can't help but talk about those things because that's who he is, and we love that about him. We embrace that,
And he
look
is
at
a
what
good
he's
teacher.
created. Yes, he is.
He is.
Yes,
he's a
he
good
is.
teacher.
Yeah.
Advanced stuff, like that.
Yes, he is. And and the cool thing is, I actually get his explanations. I like the way he explains things.
Oh, me too.
So and he explains it in a very understandable way. You know what I mean? And he's so humble. He doesn't want to step on anybody. He doesn't want to step on people's toes. He's always saying that. I'm sorry if I came off and I've ruined things. And it's like, no, you didn't ruin it. It's just it's a bunch of new people in here who they don't need to hear about any other indicators in this moment. When they get down the road, we can introduce that stuff to them, But right now they don't know what the hell, it's wasted on this group. And not everybody in there, though. I mean, there's a lot of people in there that are advanced, but they're in there to learn the simplicity of what Nate's doing and trying to figure out how the hell he's doing that. So, but anyway, we're beating a dead horse.
I'm glad y'all feel that way because I had to take a beat.
L2 pre-market. We talk about the L2, low float, volume, and what's the fourth one, Ralph? News.
So
no,
two things, right? 3.
Uncrustables.
Wow.
That's only when you're successful.
Hey, Dawn, there's a question in the chat that I'd like to help explain to someone. Do you mind if I share my screen real quick?
I don't. And while you're pulling it up, let me give a roll call shout out to everybody. Shout out to Bubbles. Shout out to Seaside Heights. Welcome. Shout out to Kelly. Hi, baby girl. Shout out to Seaside Heights again. Bubbles. Eric Smoto in the house. What's up? Let's go, Eric. Shout out to Scott Bennett. Shout out to Steve H. What is going on? So glad to see. Look, we got 79 people in here tonight, y'all. Timo, what's going on?
How many likes?
I don't know, but you go out and look while I'm calling it out. Gilly 85. You guys better hurry up and hit that like button, right? Because you don't want to piss Mark off with that. American runs on. Diesel Dan. Thank you, Diesel Dan, again for that awesome tip. I love you, man. Bucket is already already on the panel. Let's see who else we got. All right. Oh, what's going on, honey?
We got 82 people watching. There's only 37 likes. How hard is it to hit the like button?
Very hard.
KB, what's going on?
How do you people trade stocks if you can't hit a like button?
Don't put the kitties up. KB. Danny Hobbs. We don't want dead kitties around here.
If you don't click the like button, I'm putting the kitties up.
You guys know about the kitties, right? There's a box of the cutest little kitten. He's going to hurt them if you guys don't push the like button. So we don't want that happening. Keekim. Kektim. Welcome. That's a different name. I see a lot of names in here that aren't always here. Funny Baby Story. What's up, Funny Baby Story? Glad you made it, honey. Future. Oh, now Hudson Miller in the house. What's up? How are you? Haven't seen you down there for a little bit. Mustang Chris. What is going on, brother? Future Trader in the house. What's up, Future Trader? John L. Mark H. Welcome, guys. And I think I'm coming down to the end of it. Darn Cricket is in the house. What's going on? Santiago, welcome. And I think I came to the end of the list. Welcome, everybody. Listen, before we do anything else, I didn't do it yesterday, so we got to do it today. This is I have to do this. Maybe this is why I screwed up today, right? So let's go over coach's rules real quick for all you newbies. Wrong one. Okay. Restream got stuck on me there while I was trying to put the picture up. All right, rule number 1 with coaches rules. Do not lose more than 1 to 3% of your account, and that's assuming that you're trading with paper trading, because you shouldn't be trading with real money if you are just starting out and you're a brand new trader. Don't lose more than 1 to 3%. Rule number 2, don't be this guy. Don't have more than 2 red trading days in a row. For me, it only takes 1 these days, okay? Yeah, I need to take a step back and really reflect on what I did, all right? So don't be this guy. If you have more than 2 red trading days in a row, stop trading. Start trading, guys. Get back in the books, get back in the videos. Rule number 3. If you are not a master trader, you should not be scalping. You should be doing the 2-minute EWO strategy, which moves at a much slower pace. It teaches you how to enter a trade properly and hold on to the winners. All right. Rule number 4, don't do more than 1 to 5 trades a day. If you do that, you will do what I did today, which is revenge trade, and you will blow up your account. You don't want to do that. There's no reason to do that. I didn't blow up my account, but I did revenge trade, and that's not something that I should be doing. No more than 1 to 5 trades a day. Rule number 5 is position size. Smaller position size offer greater rewards, guys, with less risk. If you're not going in heavy, then you can trade with ease without a bunch of stress. Your back won't be sweating, like Jimmy said, and your hands won't be shaking on the mouse. You can trade with money that you can afford to lose, even though you got to stop in there, okay? Rule number 6 is, if you are not familiar with options, Nate has become a millionaire doing only shares. Go to shares. Come in the pre-market in the morning and learn how to do some share trading. You'll love it. You'll love it. It's a lot less stressful. And last but not least, all trades are risky, so make sure you guys are using your stops. I see your screen, Bucket. Let me bring it in. There we go.
Okay, so a question came from Scott Bennett about covered calls. Okay, so first off, Scott, people have been getting excited about all the discussions about covered calls and cash secured puts. So remember, covered calls are you giving the right to someone else to purchase shares that you've already owned. Every contract, you must have 100 shares of that stock that you're writing the call against. So for this example, you brought up Ford. Okay. Your question on the covered call is, when you decide what strike price, so in this example, you had mentioned $11, right? So today, because the price is currently at 1082, if you wanted to sell to open a covered call on your 100 shares for closing tomorrow, they'll pay you 3 cents. Okay? If you go to next week, that same 11, they'll pay you 12 cents or $12. Now, your question was, can I go to the $12 and then ask for a premium increase? So the only way that happens, remember, these prices are dictated by the market. So you're not going to get more than 1 cent today on a $12 covered call for next week. What that basically means, the market really doesn't put a lot of value in Ford going to 12. So yes, you could write the covered call, but you're not going to get a huge premium. If you want to go to the 12 strike price and make a decent premium, you're going to have to go out. Okay, it's only 10 cents to January. I think I went to January 2025 is when you could sell a covered call for about $1. Okay. So ultimately, because of that stock itself doesn't have a lot of movement in the day. It's not a huge variance, right? the premiums themselves through the Greeks don't drive up dramatically like a Tesla or an Nvidia, sometimes even an AMD. So you can go ahead and put a limit price in of $1 if you want it on a $12, but you're probably never going to get picked up unless Ford makes a run. Okay. Remember the rule. We write covered calls on an up day. Okay. So if you look at Ford, today was a decent day because it was up to 1088. So writing the 11s for next week, at that point in time, I didn't look at Ford today, but writing the 11s earlier today probably would have paid you more than 12 cents. It would have paid you probably a little bit more. So I hope that answers your question. If not, please go ahead and ask the question right now in chat so I can give the thing back to the team here. Does that make sense?
What was his cost base? That was excellent. What was his cost basis for the shares that he owned?
I didn't get that far.
Important.
He was just asking if he could select a premium higher and then ask for a higher premium. And I'm like, you can ask, that doesn't mean you're ever going to get it, right?
Right. Yeah.
And with the volatility of Ford, which is, pretty
not volatile at all.
The second question, Scott, you asked is aftermarket and pre-market options don't run. So you can't exercise your options, or I wouldn't write them in pre-market or aftermarket because you just can't. The market doesn't let you. You have to wait until the regular market from 9:30 to 4. Okay?
Yep.
That's right.
Does that help you, Scott?
It's pretty good, Bucket.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Very good.
I'll give it back.
Yeah.
And I'm out.
Well, you don't have to leave.
No. I'm not out. I mean, my screen's out.
Okay. Shout out to Eric Smodo. Let's go.
Scott, an option that you write tonight may pick up tomorrow. It just depends on what the strike price is and what the stock is doing. So it just depends. Just remember, if you're writing for tomorrow, it's going to be a fun morning for sure.
What's up, JD? How are you?
Hey, good afternoon, everyone. I hope everyone's well.
Good. Yes.
Right.
How'd you do today?
Absolutely.
I made one purchase today, and I'm still holding on to it. This morning I was watching you guys, and I was trying to get into a purchase, and I couldn't get in for some reason. So nothing happened. Totally cool. I let it go. I said maybe it just wasn't meant to be. That same stock I wanted to buy at $15 went down to $1.57 today.
Ooh, good thing.
What?
Wow.
MLGO dropped from the high of $19, almost $20, to $1.57 today.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow. Did you get in there?
I bought it at the low. I figured I'd buy a couple. Why not? Who cares?
Yeah.
There can't bounce.
If it gets another run, then you're already in the money.
Yeah. So I just figured, hey, what is that famous saying? Be greedy when everybody's scared. Be scared when everybody's greedy.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I said, hey, why not? I'll just and it went right through. So I bought a couple.
Wow, that is awesome, dude. We got to give you the belt.
That's a serious drop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I have no idea what caused it though.
I was about to ask you, was there news that caused that to happen, or?
I looked on and I couldn't find anything.
Wow, that's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I know we've been focusing on trading psychology this week, and one of the things that I wanted to talk to you guys about was uncertainty. And I mentioned this before. We gotta make sure that, and here's the thing, even if you don't follow coach's rules like to the letter, then make up your own rules that are similar, that help you be successful, because the market is so freaking uncertain, right, guys? That you got to come up with a set of rules. Like Jimmy places the yellow sticky on his computer so that he can't see his P&L. You know, whatever you got to do. If you trade better standing on your head, make sure at 12 o'clock I stand on my head because I always trade better like that. Whatever your rule is that works for you, put it in place and try to create some structure where there is none. Because if not, you're going to be going rogue like crazy. You're not going to use stops. You're going to be losing a ton of money, and you're going to jump in trades before you're ready. And you're going to try to trade chop when it's not feasible. So, you know, make up your own set of rules, but follow the rules. Try to create some certainty in a market that's uncertain. Nobody can predict it. Word. You know, I don't care how many indicators we have. I don't care how much technical knowledge you have. News trumps all of that, and then it's for shit. So you never know when that's going to come. We know what if the Fed talks, but we never know what they're going to say. So, yeah.
Don. Yeah. So you telling me the Fibonacci retracement doesn't help me with that? I'm just joking.
What is a Fibonacci, right? I thought, is that Liberace's brother?
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
You have to ask Coach about the Fibonacci retracement. I hear he's a fan.
Oh, okay. Sounds good.
But yeah, create certainty where there's uncertainty, guys. Right. And that is my message for you guys today, for all you newbies out there.
Oh, for sure. That's so awesome.
Cool.
Thank you. I'll tell you what, I think it's about that time, Mark. What you think?
What, time to learn how you learn on how to do all this stuff?
Where do we learn it, Mark?
I don't know. Tell me more.
I think with American Dream Trading. Learn to trade and be on your way to becoming financially free. Go sign up now at AmericanDreamTrading.com, where all our services are easily accessible. And sign up is easy. Simply click the service you want and go. That's it. Go click the link again.
I went there once.
Did you go there once? I want to go.
I never left. And I never left.
You never left. I got it.
I'm still there.
We're still in the American Dream Matrix. Okay, let me go over this real quick, Mark. VIP 1000, right, is the code that you will use when you go to that website, and you will get $1,000 off the yearly VIP membership. That VIP, as you saw, includes everything. It includes trading view indicators. It includes hot stock picks. It includes workshop classes and one-on-one type style training with Coach every morning. So VIP 1000, if you go to the website, VIP 1000 is the code, and you get $1,000 off. There's another one. Off your first year, right. And there's a code Christmas. Spell out the word. You can use lowercase. You can use uppercase. It doesn't matter. And you get $250. Yeah, you get $250 off your first month. So that's awesome. And then you've also got one other one, which is a $5 trial. $5 foot long. You've got a 5-day free trial of any of the premium memberships that are not VIP. So that's the monthly, that is the that's the yearly and quarterly. So
all right,
AmericanDreamTrading.com. Yeah,
I gotta get a list of those so I can tweet them, Dawn, if you can.
I didn't get a chance to do a thumbnail for it, so yeah. But that's awesome.
That's a good value for some people. I can probably help some people out, you know.
It is.
So guys, question: to get the L2, do I have to have a PayPal account to pay for that? Because on my Webull, since I don't have options trading, I think it's what it's tied to. It says pay $2.99 per month for it, and then I have to pay with a PayPal account.
You don't have to pay for PayPal. You pay however you want.
No, on there the only option it gives me is PayPal.
Oh, okay, I don't know because I got. I don't know. I don't think it charged me though. Did it?
Mine comes right out of my bank account.
Yeah, so I think mine's come out of my trading account, don't it?
Yeah, mine comes out of
you buy that L2 directly through Webull.
Yeah. Okay.
I think we're all stumped. We've never seen that, so you might just want to check in with Weeble.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, I pay my Weibo with PayPal.
Oh, okay.
I might pay it with PayPal. I don't know. I'm computer
I
illiterate.
don't. Mine's automatically deducted every month from my checking account.
But I do have a PayPal though, so I don't know.
Yeah, I go PayPal, and I can link my PayPal to either a credit card or my bank account. So
I see. Okay. Well, I'll look into that today or later this evening.
Yeah. You know, there's ways to fund your PayPal, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So that's why I don't have Cash App, because I have PayPal and Venmo. I'm done. I'm not getting into any more. So y'all love this Cash App thing. Good luck with it. I'm done.
So these are Dan said he's doing with PayPal. Look like people in the chat doing.
Okay.
PayPal. Yeah.
So I have my American Express link to PayPal, and I have my bank account linked to PayPal. And every time I use PayPal, I have the option: do I want to use my bank account or my credit card for this money to be paid?
Excellent. Thank you for that, Bucket.
Yeah, no problem, man.
Oh, I just want to let you guys know. You know how I'm kind of dabbling into crypto.
Well,
I got a
dabbling.
Yeah, just
don't
get
a little
addicted.
bit.
Sprinkle.
Yeah. So I got a
bit.
new debit card, and I was like, oh well, I'm going to update it because the other one's expiring. I updated my credit card or my debit card on Coinbase, and they locked me out again.
Oh wow!
Every time I make one little change, they lock me out, and I have to send them a picture of my driver's license front and back, and a selfie.
Worried about fraud.
And a selfie with me saying, "This is me."
Wow, that's
I don't have
every
a
time.
Coinbase.
Yeah, I'm dropping Coinbase. I'm going to Gemini.
That's crazy.
I'm going to go to Gemini.
Well, I mean, I got Robinhood. I guess that's the crypto.
Oh yeah, they do that too. Yep.
Robinhood is crypto?
They have crypto,
No,
yeah.
They have it, but it ain't.
I mean, even Cash App has crypto.
Yeah.
Pretty much everywhere. We got crypto ATMs in my little town now.
Yeah, after today, I'm dropping Coinbase. I'm dropping them.
What does that mean? They have crypto ATMs. What do you
wow. The ATM machine take Bitcoin.
Yep. That's how they scam all these people. I need payment.
I know the one that CVS
grandma
do.
from prison. You need to go to the crypto ATM machine so you can get grandma out of prison.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's just a regular ATM.
But it takes crypto, and then it's not traceable. So
I don't know nothing about that.
Absolutely crazy.
Hey, Bubbles has a little fun idea that we could try if you want to participate.
PayPal.
It would be better if Bubbles would come up and explain it herself, but it is.
Bubbles, why don't you come on up?
Come on up here.
Yeah.
Come on up here, Bubbles.
You heard that, y'all PayPal users? They sell crypto too.
Yeah, I just saw that. I have no idea. I don't follow crypto. I don't get into it.
Me either.
Everybody has got into crypto.
Yep.
Yeah.
Y'all love it.
Satoshi is alive.
Yeah, I mean, I'll see on a chat with a couple friends. They'll say, "Hey, look, I got 1 billion of this coin." I'm like, and he goes, "If it goes up 1/1,000,000th of a penny, I'm going to be a billionaire." I'm like, "Yeah, okay."
Good luck. Good luck. That's all I can say is good luck.
Yeah.
Wow.
Are you coming up, Bubbles?
Shout out.
What's the idea, Mark? She might
wasn't
not feel like
wasn't it Bubbles' birthday on Monday? Was it this Monday or last Monday?
Happy birthday, Bubbles.
I knew somebody said it was their birthday.
Yeah, it was either this Monday or last Monday, but happy belated birthday, Bubbles. I know it was her birthday.
Happy belated birthday, Bubbles. Huh.
Silence in the peanut gallery. Anyway, she says she wants to present this little fun challenge that we take a picture of ourselves showing all our ADT gear, shirts, hats, cups, whatever, anything ADT, and then post it in the Funhouse.
Oh, okay.
And Bubbles is gonna pick a winner and pay him $5,000 who she thinks the best. No, it doesn't say that. It don't say that.
Bubbles, I could use that right now.
I tell you what,
I'm still waiting on mine.
I
told Donna,
she said
sent it to the wrong
take a
address.
picture of yourself in your ADD gear and post it in the Funhouse just for fun. Show off your gear.
You know what we should all do? Every time someone becomes a millionaire, that person should get a little tattoo with the American Dream Trading symbol. Just a little one.
Just a little touch of love, a little bit.
Okay, wow. JD, I think we can agree. If I ever become that, you'll get my tattoo. I'll pay for it, JD, but I ain't getting it.
Oh, come on, bud.
I hate needles.
Really?
Hate them. Hate needles.
I have two on my back, on my shoulders, on the back. Yeah. One is somebody's name, and one is the moon, because I'm a Cancer. So it's like a crescent moon with clouds around it. It says moon child.
Yeah,
moon
look,
child
it's not about tattoos at all. It is about a needle.
That's okay.
But you know, the funny thing is you actually get used to it once it's happening.
Yeah.
You adjust to the pain.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah, you know how you can adjust to the pain better, Dawn? Don't get it.
Not getting it? Yeah. I figured you were going to say that. Hey, Ted, what's going on?
My fear is I grew up with military dentists, in the 70s. And trust me, their bedside manner was nothing.
Rough.
They didn't care about sticking a needle all through your teeth and touching your nerves. I am needle phobic. I don't know what the phobia is. Keep them away from me.
No, hey, but that's totally cool. That's totally
JD,
cool.
you can do mine.
I've been voluntold.
Yes, exactly. Sorry, Ted. Go ahead, buddy.
Hey, Ted. Welcome.
Hey, I'm just joining.
Good to see you, man.
How'd you do today? You do well with NVIDIA?
I did do well with NVIDIA. I did really well today. Yesterday wasn't so good, but now I'm. Yesterday was just a bad day. But
I had that day today. I had 2 good days, and then today didn't work out too well.
But today was really nice, and the trend is positive, and that's good.
Yes. Do you want to share? Is it in the thousands and the hundreds?
It was. I posted it. It was pretty close to 8,000.
All right.
Oh, right.
Man, that's awesome. Good for you, man.
Wow.
That is so cool, man.
I went in. So here's the thing. It could have been a lot more. I chickened out on NVIDIA. I had 10 contracts. For me, that was a big. Oh, I'm sorry, not NVIDIA. That was AMD. I was on the. I did NVIDIA today, and I did okay, but my AMD is the one that paid off the biggest.
Wow.
I watched the conference call yesterday, and it just looked really, I think, bullish. They're talking about a larger total addressable market, and so I felt pretty confident in an AMD trade, and did pretty well with that.
Good.
But anyway, awesome. I went in with 10, and it went up to like 6 or 7%. And I said, oh, how can it get any higher than this? It kind of leveled off. I was thinking, okay, so I shaved 8, and I only had 2 left. David's lucky 2. But those 2 left, they climbed up. They climbed up pretty nice. And so that those 2 that were left were up, I think, 1,000.
Good for you.
Yes, you're gonna be number 13. Apparently, is what they're saying in the chat. You're number 13.
I don't know, man. I'm just taking it one day at a time.
Well, you've been assigned number 13. Remember that.
Okay. Well, that's not a very.
Ted, did you look at Avco?
It's a lucky number if you're a millionaire.
Booyah, baby.
AVGO.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is. $40.
Right on.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me look at my account on that.
Ted said, let me check that out.
Yeah, I only had 1 share, and I'm up $25 for that.
Nice.
I was just playing along. I thought it would be fun to have something to talk about with you. And now it's just up to where it was before the announcement. I think it might get some love by tomorrow. What do you think?
Bucket. Let me get my crystal ball. Let me get my crystal ball out.
And then Lulu, I got in at 440, and it's up to 464.
Oh, nice.
That's good, man.
Every time they said Lululemon today, I thought about you.
I think of Mitch every time I hear that.
Really?
Well, it really is.
Yeah, he was talking. Yeah.
It's the perfect Becky stock.
Not Becky.
I'm with 40 of those.
Are you?
So I went up. It went up from 440 to 453. So that's up $13. So that's like $60 or something.
That's
Nice.
amazing.
I don't know. It's fun to do that overnight, and you just kind of see what happens.
It is.
But
Guys,
Lululemon, it's a perfect stock.
Go ahead. Yeah, so they sell girls' clothing and things like that.
Right, but it's one of these. It's like the tight pants, right? Whenever you see
the yoga pants.
Yoga pants, yeah.
Okay.
They're getting really good. Like my daughter really loves them because they now have pockets to put your cell phone in. Which is really good when you're running or when you're out and about. And it's one of these perfect stocks that no matter the age of the girl/woman, they all love Lululemon.
Nice.
Cool.
So
I like the name.
transcends generations.
I like the name of it. So we got a video on tap. We got position sizing using exit strategy and key indicators that Carter's got for us today. So we're going to take a quick look at it. All of you guys down in the chat, get your pen and pad out. We got some training going on.
Very important.
If you loaded the boat and you went in too big on this trade, this would have wrecked you. You would have got out, and then it would have ran. They'd be like, oh, damn it, because you were in too heavy. If you were in the right size and it pulled back and you still got wiggle room, you're like, I ain't worried about that yet. That ain't even a thing yet. And then it runs, you're like, position size, right? Position. Don't I say it every day? So if you were in the right position size, this little pullback, you wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, there goes 10,000. You might go, there's $100. I can sweat through this thing. This isn't really that much. Risk management, tolerance, position size, knowing what you're supposed to be doing. How does it still look? Is everything still okay? All I can do as your coach is try to give you guys some sort of generalization. Hey, if it breaks below VWAP, you're supposed to be in a call. You just got in the trade, get out, because most likely it could go against you and I don't want you to lose money. So I got to tell you things because it's for 95% of the people. Right? That's all. So some of these things I guys got to tell you in there, but you guys see me every day when I've traded. I'm like, listen, I got to give it wiggle room. And sometimes I got to give it quite a bit to work through what it needs to do to get to where it's going to go.
That's true right there.
Yeah.
Listen, I had one with a wide stop. It took a while to go down, but I've been trying these higher time frames lately, and it dropped. I said, woo. You know, sometimes you do have to give it the room. You know, I think I'm gonna try to trade the daily chart.
Oh, that's good.
Nothing but daily candles.
Yes.
I'm currently on the 4 hours.
Is there any non-ADT members that are currently watching this stream that are in the chat room?
That's a good question.
Let's see a show of hands if there's anybody in there that is not ADT.
Somebody just visiting? Just curious, because you don't really have any way of tracking it, unless they say something.
True.
There you go. Scott Roberts says,
Shout out to Scott Roberts.
Go Azor.
Welcome.
Non-ADT. Good.
Shout out to you. Welcome. Don't forget, The link to join American Dream Trading is right there in the live chat with you. Click
You can
that
join
link.
the Discord for free.
For free.
Click that link and you will be able to join the Discord for free. You'll also get to see the discounts that are on the website, which is the VIP. Now, if you do join, you want to join the VIP because that's where everything is included. So workshop indicate just the VIP. Yeah.
Christmas sale, dog.
Look, everything is included in that. You've got the Christmas sale, you've got the VIP 1000, everything is included. And that is the absolute best one. Everybody in here is in the VIP, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys feel like it's worth it?
100%.
100%.
So,
but here's the thing, though. It's not just about being part of the crew. It's about learning and actually putting in the work to try to become a good trader, right? This isn't you pay for a membership and you become a millionaire overnight. This is about years of hard work with everyone, trying to work with everyone and trying to figure out who you are as a trader, getting these concepts down and winning, right? Every day coming in with a brand new slate and working. This is a job. This is not easy.
Yep.
Great point.
This isn't it's not a 9-to-5 job, that's for sure. Put in more hours if you want to be successful.
It's mentally fatiguing. It's not for the faint of heart, that's for sure.
Right.
Ralph, you got to cut it with those cigarettes, man. My wife's a registered respiratory therapist, and she sees guys like you all the time, man. It's bad for you.
Yeah, I know. I don't came to peace.
We can't do nothing on this channel. We can't eat what we want. We can't.
Well,
we can't abuse our bodies the way we want.
We got to be healthy, right?
That's
there
right.
You go.
Come on, brother. Make it a New Year's resolution. New Year's resolution, brother.
All
right.
You don't
While we're on Ralph about his cigarettes, I'm going to go ahead and cue up the next video.
Yeah, I don't think that really landed.
You
very
didn't
well.
sell us. Yeah, you didn't sell us on that.
You sold me. I believe. I'm a believer. I do get it though. I smoked for like 6 years. I told this story before, but I turned 30. My mom said, "What the hell? You start smoking at 30? You went all those years without taking a puff, and you turn 30 and start smoking." But I only smoked for 6 years, and then I stopped. I had enough after 6 years. So, I do get it. I get what it's like to take a drag and feel the relief. I get it, but yeah, I just was sitting in a puff of smoke one day, and I'm like, okay, I'm done with this shit. Mm-hmm. So when he's ready, trust me, he will.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
If that ever happens.
I know.
It'll probably be based on his family members or something. We care about you, Ralph. Yeah. But we also respect that you've got your own choices in life.
Yep. Yes, sir. All love. All love.
Yes, us. Right. All right, let's see what's going on with the critical levels.
Because I don't want anybody talking to me about my my diet habits.
Yeah, that's next.
Stop eating meat.
Shed 50%. Never broke V1.
Hey, by the way, I told you guys I've been eating grapes for 3 days straight, right? I'm on a grape fast. I dropped 11 pounds in that 3 days.
Get out of here.
No shit.
I can believe that though.
Yeah, no, I don't play with weight. I drop it. Huh?
You said no shit. I said lots of shit.
No.
Did you lose most of it yesterday?
Yeah, pretty much.
My
but three days straight, man. 3 days straight. I'm in my fourth day.
When we were constipated, my mom used to feed us Fig Newtons.
Really?
Oh, I love Fig Newtons.
The trip.
I do.
Ooh, yeah, I haven't had them in years.
Yeah,
some of them.
That's what old people do to clear things up.
I tell you what, grapes will do it too. Grapes will do it too. Grapes are extremely beneficial with getting rid of toxins in the body. Who knew, right? There are people that have literally cured cancer within themselves. There's all kinds of stories all over YouTube. Jen's talked to quite a few people herself on her channel that have actually cured cancer there's a book called The Grape Cure, which has inspired me to do it. So
Nice.
I'm like, wow, that's insane. So
well, I'm a big believer. I drink plenty of fermented grapes every single day just because it's good.
What's the label? But I'm doing this also in an attempt to help my eyes. If this is a holistic, natural way that I can possibly do something to help my vision,
Okay.
Yeah, that's one
Wow.
of the main reasons I'm doing it. Not just about the weight, but I want to see what I can do to try to get this eye thing fixed on my own. So we'll see. All right, so let me go ahead and
VWAPer. You know what I mean? Like
start this over. Collection zones. Okay, this is perfect.
we can never guess top, we can never guess bottom. So the best thing to do is collect profits on the way, right? If this, just think about it. If you got in on this one and it did the slight pullback, you should still be fine, right? You don't even need to shed 50%. It never broke VWAPer. You know what I mean? Like, but again, it's up to you. I would rather you lighten your load here just to ease your mind, to allow you to do this, lighten the load to ease your mind, to maybe it does it again and you panic more, to lighten the load to ease your mind, right? Before you do it again, to lighten the load to ease your mind, and then it could keep going. Because what will happen?
You think he wants us to lighten the load?
Yeah, I'm wondering what happens if we lighten our load.
You ease your mind.
Is if you guys are going too big or you're not collecting profits, the first time it makes a little move, you're going to get all the way out right here on the pullback, and you're going to miss all this money. See it?
I'm telling you, y'all will be surprised.
And this is most of you right now, by the way. You're still doing this. This is most of you, right? I'm not picking on you guys because I'm not calling you out, but I'm telling you, this is most of you. You're doing.
I think I just read a few minds. That's disgusting.
On this, it's pulling back, and you're getting all the way out right here, and then you're missing the whole run of the day. So for anybody that's new in here, when we're anticipating news, because some of you might are scratching your head right now. I know it's 8:44. A straddle is a call and a put for the exact same strike price.
Shout out to Jimmy.
And expiration date. You will then have a call to the long, a put to the short. By the way, this is how Jimmy made another 15 million.
Wow.
Call to the long, put to a short, and you will have a stop on each end of this. So there will be a stop here. And you got to give it a little bit of breathing room because, right, if this is your key critical level, at the time when news is coming out, by the way, then you're going to have a stop here. Got to have a little bit of room, right? So what this means is if it goes, we'll use exactly what it did. You had a call to the upside with a stop, meaning if it goes to the downside, stop triggers, get you out of the call, and your put takes over basically from the moment that stop had happened, because you got to pay for the other contract that lost money, and the rest of that put makes money forever. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
Call, one put, same thing, each side of the fence. Are you going to go up or are you going to go down? And I'm going to make money when you decide whichever way you want to go. It'll kill the other one and let the other one run. That way you guys don't lose money. The only time you lose money on a straddle is if it stays in the middle of those two.
If it diddles in the middle, baby.
Because it hasn't made a decision yet. They're set up for violent moves, one way or the other.
That's right.
I love that Jimmy said straddles changed his life.
Never done one.
What's that?
I've never done one.
Really?
Nope.
I've done it maybe once or twice.
Hey, speaking of health, I watched a movie last night. That Leonardo DiCaprio guy.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
I actually like his movies. a good actor.
I do too.
He is a good actor. Got a
Wolf of
lot of. Yeah, the one with the flower, the flower moon, about the 1920s, whenever the oil people trying to steal all the money from the Indians. They killing all the Osage tribe Indians for their land rights. They'd marry them and then kill them off, and then they'd inherit the money from the land because now they got it. They kill all the family members. Anyway, I don't want to give away the plot. But the big thing on there was, they had their money. Of course, that attracted all the thieves and, leeches and everything. They came into their tribal lands and set up. They built a whole town, general stores and saloons and everything you could think of that you could make money off of and scamming people and stuff. And all those Indians are now millionaires. They all have oil money. So now they're doing all the white man stuff, and living on the high life. And they all get fat. And now all of a sudden, instead of eating meat, eating bison, they've switched to the white man's food, and now they all have diabetes and all kinds of health problems. They're all getting fat. I mean, their whole genetics changed because they adopted this whole modern world diet, and that was good because there was really no cure. They just come out with insulin around then, and so it really wasn't that well managed in the 20s. So a lot of them died pretty quickly from diabetes, and it was a major change. That was one of their downfalls, was going to the modern world diet, eating junk and everything.
That's wild. That's interesting, Mark.
Yeah.
Hey, shout out to Carter. That was an amazing 2 videos that we just watched. Carter is the videographer for Coach, and he does for American Dream Trading, and he does amazing work. Make sure you go over to those videos and check them out and continue your training, and make sure that you put a like on them and comment on them.
Shout out to Carter.
Yeah, shout out to Carter. Good work, Carter, as usual.
Hey, Don. Hey, did y'all hear about the drop though?
What drop?
On crude oil. The oil stock should be going down now. They should have pulled back, huh? Ain't all that some type of all-time low? Not all-time low. Like all the oil stocks, are they down?
I read something about that.
I don't know. I didn't check them.
Mm-hmm.
I read something about that. Someone
gas
said
is
that.
gonna be going down.
Yeah.
What about XOM?
It'll be down if it's an oil stock.
Well, I think doesn't a lot of that have to do with
JD?
OPEC? I think the OPEC's still meeting there.
Aren't they? Yeah, I read somewhere that the president had bought a bunch of oil the past couple of years, and he was storing it up until election year. So now that we're coming into an election year, prices of oil are going to drop because we have it stored up. So it's going to be cheaper during the election year.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So if y'all
say again.
I said. So if y'all watch oil stocks, it's in the pullback.
Yeah. Now I know to buy oil after the election.
Awesome.
There is. The world of investing is very interesting. You can get into oil. You can get into currency. You can get into Bitcoins. You can do stocks. You can do. There's so many things that you think once you learn one thing, there's something else. Ralph, we was in the Zoom call at 2 a.m. that one morning, and I asked him, "Well, show me about it," because he trades Forex on the side, and show me how to do that, Ralph. Here, trading view, you could trade a paper trade live Forex. I didn't even know it was there. It's buried at the bottom there. You can paper trade it like in real time. So I was, it's all he was trying to explain to me, and it was like over my head because it's new. I never, but it's just like trading an option. It's very volatile. It's all this stuff, But the EWO works with that too.
Yep.
Cool.
Yeah, trading you can trade anything.
Hudson says he's in Times Square, y'all.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Oh, is he there for the Heisman?
Up?
Are you there for the Heisman, Hudson?
He's our TV guy, right?
Yes.
He's our video manager, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
We haven't heard from him in a while. Why don't he tell him to get on the panel? We haven't seen him for a little bit.
From Times Square.
That's the last time he was in New Orleans State. What's that called? Superdome, Ralph. He was down there getting ready to broadcast a Monday night game or something that one day.
Right.
He gave us a quick live view.
He was on the sideline and everything. He's in all the spots.
So
yeah, he said he's in there for the. He said yes. I assume that means yes. He's there for the Heisman.
Seaside Heights, New Jersey, my home state, New Jersey. What's up? Said that the prices of oil are down because we're in a recession. It's that simple.
Okay.
No, that's not what I saw. That's not what I saw.
We're not in a recession by the
I don't
definition
know.
of what a recession is.
Thank you, Ted.
That's right. I mean,
They'll be telling that
heard
boy to
about
go
the
to
drop.
Hooters.
It might feel like a recession, but it technically it's not a recession.
Thank you,
Not
man.
yet.
Yeah, it ain't. Yeah, that's true. It's not a recession. I was just.
And I'm not trying to
fuel.
I'm not trying to blame the president. I'm not trying to blame the president or lean towards him or make him paint him in a bad light. I'm not. I'm just saying what the article stated.
See why I don't like bringing up news?
Now we could argue that maybe the numbers aren't exactly copacetic in terms of what's being reported.
True, 100%.
But technically, you're not
They
in a
just
recession.
finished fracking a well right down the road for me. I'm getting checks on that here someday. whenever the thieving oil men decide to send me a check.
Right.
They're all thieves. Everyone I know is a thief.
You calling me a thief?
Well, I did no such thing. Why, are you in oil?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
For 33 years.
Right
All right, well, that ain't a very good view of
that's
Times
somebody
Square,
know. I
Hudson.
heard about it on the news.
There you go, Hudson.
I'm
Awesome.
here, guys.
Look at that. He's ready.
Yes, I am.
He's got the gear.
I want to see
posted,
Times
if y'all
Square.
go look in the fun house, it was like snowing a little bit here earlier today. I posted a video wearing this hat and this sweater in the fun house of me outside the Belvedere Hotel in Times Square. I'm getting ready right now. We're going down to see the tree. We're going to go eat and see the tree. But yes, I'm here for the Heisman. So I am waiting on my reporter who's like down the hall to get ready. And as soon as she texts me, we're going to be leaving. So I've got that one video and some pictures already in the fun house. I think that's what gave Bubbles the idea there. Because you know me, I'm always representing. I'm always got the gear going.
Shout out to you, Hudson. Way to go, brother.
So
you could show that, Don.
What's that?
Show that.
Yeah, let's enlarge that.
It should all be in the fun house. I posted it. You should see there's videos and there's some pictures.
Okay.
I'm gonna go take a picture, hopefully in front of the big Rockefeller Christmas tree, with the hat on and the hoodie right here, and do that.
Great Santa Claus in the background.
Oh wait, did I lose you guys?
No.
Y'all still see me?
There.
Oh, I have to see myself now. That's weird.
Yeah, you're full screen, buddy.
There.
Oh, y'all gave me.
You're on a full screen.
Oh,
yeah.
So yeah,
that ADT hat representing.
And this hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm in the hotel room right now, but let me see if I can. It's I am in downtown Times Square, but I don't know what the view. I haven't really even looked. Honestly.
Is that your wife?
No. That's my reporter that I'm working with.
Well, she's definitely got
All right, let's see.
a tongue on her.
Oh, cool.
Wow, look at that. You like
All right.
I don't know how good y'all can see through the window.
Very good.
You can see it. It's awesome.
It's really good.
Yeah, so we're getting ready to sit down there, get some food. I was listening to you guys. I listen all the time. I don't know if y'all know that. I'm always listening. I just don't always come on live because I'm usually working or something like that.
We get it.
And I actually, funny enough, I bought some spy puts today in the Uber on the way from the airport at LaGuardia to the hotel and made some money on spy puts, like in the car driving.
Wow, way to go, man.
Why didn't you?
Fell on that one.
Why didn't you buy Uber when you were in the Uber?
Right.
That would have been better.
$90 for the freaking Uber from. Thank God this is a work trip, so work is paying for everything. Like they're paying for hotel, airfare, all the meals.
Oh, nice.
I got to go do some stuff tomorrow. Heisman ceremony is tonight, obviously. So yeah, I'm excited. It's fun. It's a cool job, you know. I get to do a lot of cool stuff. Like you were saying last time, I was on the sideline of the Saints game. I shoot LSU games. I've done Super Bowls. I get to do cool stuff like this. So it's cool.
So you're going to be in the Heisman Wars room then. We'll do it live, huh?
I'll be there Saturday. It's Saturday night, I think at like 7. We'll be there probably like all day, shots and stuff.
Cool.
So, but
Hudson, real quick question: who do you think's gonna get it?
Oh, Jaden Daniels is gonna get it. He's
okay.
He's the.
I didn't think he'd be able to answer.
He's the only one that
He's my guy, our guy, but I really do.
Oh, cool.
Boy, that's a surprise. Someone from Louisiana saying the guy from LSU is going to get it. Who would have thought that? Marvin Harrison, baby.
He's minus.
Oh yeah.
To win. So if you know anything about betting, that means you got to bet $1,400 to win $100.
He's minus 1,400 now.
Minus 14.
That sounds like one of my trades.
Oregon.
$100. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, he jumped over Bo Nix after that Oregon game where he didn't do too well.
Yeah, Bo crapped out in the Oregon Washington
in the championship game. Yep, and he jumped up. I got him at minus 145, so I put a little coin on him. And for those who were talking about the thing earlier, I actually have a fold card. It gives me Bitcoin back instead of cash back. So I have Bitcoin, also Ethereum. I have a bunch of cryptos. I have a bunch of different coins and stuff like that, as well as my just regular trading. But the fold card is pretty cool because you get sats back, or satoshis as they call them.
Yeah.
So every time I use the card, you spin the wheel and it gives you like an amount. It might give you like 100 sats. It might give you 500. It might give you 1,000. It might give you 2,500. But it's a pretty cool little deal. And I build it up, and like every time it gets to like 100, I crypto account on either Coinbase or Robinhood. I have both. So,
Hudson, the Renaissance man.
yeah, I think that magical text messages came through. Yep. Okay, she is ready to go eat. So look, we're gonna go eat, and I'm gonna try to take some pictures, and I'll post them in.
Have fun, my man.
Have an outstanding night. Outstanding night.
The question is, where does Jaden Daniels go? Does he end up?
What's that?
What team? What team do you think he'll go to?
I would love for him to go to the Saints. I would love for him to go to my Saints. That would be awesome, but I don't think they'd pick him. I mean,
I think he'll be He'll be picked up before the Saints.
I don't go anywhere without my stuff, man. Look, Saints stuff everywhere. Wherever I go, whether it's ADT or Saints, I'm always repping gear.
You better wear the ADT. You might get beat up wearing that Saints stuff.
All right, I'll try to on here with you guys again. I gotta
go enjoy your dinner, man.
Later.
Thank you for stopping through.
Have a good night. Bye.
TJ, what's going on, brother?
TJ, you still mad at me, bro? You ain't
I'm mad at you.
Tired of beating me up, man.
TJ,
I'm mad at you, bro.
beat me up today. This
TJ.
morning. See, y'all don't know.
Oh, go ahead.
That TJ beat me up this morning. See, I had to take the fall, right?
Be all right.
I had black eyes and everything. I got makeup on. Virtually,
man.
he whooped me. He beat me down.
That's water under the bridge.
Y'all good.
How you doing today, TJ?
Excellent. I'm doing good.
You make any money
I
today?
can't figure out where to put this damn camera, though.
I'm so happy for that Hudson dude. That kid's got a great life.
Hey, man, he's doing pretty good, man. I'm happy for him.
Yeah, it seems like a fun job.
I didn't hear you. I didn't hear you, Don.
You did you do well today?
Oh yeah, I did.
What'd you do?
I made a boo-boo last night. I was playing around with AI, and I thought the earnings was over, so I was playing in that chop, and I was up a couple $100, and I got a little cocky, and then it fell down. I was like, okay, well, let me buy a few here, and then it fell more, and then it came up, and I said, okay, cool, this is it. So I bought more, and then boof, it shot down like, I don't know, $3-4, something like that. So
I'm sorry.
I was down $3. Yeah, I made like $1,600 yesterday, and then I was down. Well, that took me down 3,000. So I lost everything I made yesterday.
Oh man!
Yeah.
And then this morning I was able to. Last night I worked out of about 600 of it, and today I worked out of about 1,500 of it, and I ended up back in the green today. So.
Oh, good job, man. We got to give you the bell.
Good job.
Good job, man. Way to go.
one way I made $1,500 today, and the other way I made like $22.77.
Green
I'll
is
take
green.
it. I'll take
Green
it.
is green.
Right?
Green is green.
That's it. Well,
And Ted I was trying to. We got cut off of Zoom, and I was like, wait a minute, the earnings is when? And Ted, thank you. I love how you guys do that, and I need to like pay attention and change my mind over to that last 15, 20 minutes to see what's going on. But Ted was like, no, it's not happening yet. And I was like, uh-oh, I already got shares. And then bloop, the Zoom went off, and I was like, oh, well. And I just kind of went rogue on it, and I paid the price. I paid the piper, but I made it back. I'm back in break even today. And
well, the great thing about Twitter is when the real numbers come in, and a lot of people will report the forecasts as if they're real numbers. So you got to watch out for that.
Well, that's a good lesson to learn, and that's a lesson I learned is, what the heck was I doing in there without knowing exactly what time? You know, I didn't know the stock, and I didn't know what time the earnings report was, and I didn't wait to hear the earnings report with my own ears or a trusted source like Ted Zynga or Lee Zynga or something like that.
But other than that, you felt really good about it.
Huh?
But other than that, you felt really good about it.
It was great. It was like $100, $20, $50, $30. I was like, this is like free money, and then all of a sudden, babloosh, so right down the toilet. But
yeah, that's what people got to realize. You got to wait. The earnings come out. They give you the earnings and the revenues, whether they did good or bad or hit or miss. But that's not what moves the stock. It's the guidance that comes minutes or an hour later, whenever. Usually it's minutes, but it's what the company says about their numbers which makes the stock move one way or the other.
Well, a lot of times
it's always got to be cautious on that. Wait for that news to come out.
Actually, a lot of times they issue the guidance with the numbers, so it all depends on the style.
There's that whole psychology thing too, where what are they gonna do with they go up all day long and they make the earnings, and then they want to take some profit and then buy it back low and go back up again. So there's all this psychology about what the heck is really going on at that moment. I mean, they post excellent earnings and then they fall $3. So it's. And then I shouldn't have been in it. Don't do it.
Gets out of it, goes to the house.
What?
You know what I do.
I didn't hear you.
It has great report. It drops down. I asked Ted, is this a good earnings? He goes, yes. And then I buy it. And then
So Ted's your cheat. Ted's your cheat code.
It's called the Ted method.
The Ted code.
So you buy it and then sell it?
Oh, yeah. I'm out of that go.
Let it fall and then scalp it at the bottom. And then, like Apple, I did that on Apple too, but I couldn't afford too many Apple shares. But Apple did the same thing. I had great earnings, and then it fell down like a lot. And the next day it came right back up, so I was able to ride that wave back up. But anyway, lesson learned. I try to look for them $20, $30, $40 stocks. Those are the best for me.
Yeah, that Avgo one today was just a huge surprise. Had great earnings. I didn't even need to wait for Ted on that one, and bought it down at the bottom. I couldn't buy that many because it's such an expensive stock. But
I was gonna say that's pretty.
But within 10 minutes, it was already up. And then now it even went past closing and is up above it.
Wow.
That's Broadcom, isn't it?
Yep, that's part of Soxel. That's why I was following it.
Yeah, Soxel.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm looking at the chart. Yeah.
And then if you look at what Soxel's
doing, I wish I got in that.
Look at what Soxel's doing aftermarket. AMD's running again. I mean,
I can't put in $900 shares, man.
Yeah, but I only had 10.
That's out of my price range, bucket.
Yeah,
I wonder.
Go ahead.
I wonder if ARM is doing anything.
Oh, don't bring up ARM. TJ's been upset.
Yeah, we haven't heard you talk about ARM in a while, TJ.
I love my ARM. Look at it. It went up it went up with the rest of the chip stocks today.
Yeah, I think it did
I
okay.
should have been playing that instead of. I should have been playing that instead of or Soxo instead of digging myself out of the hole with AI.
Yeah,
and
don't
another
forget
lesson learned, and Ralph will tell you this one. This is Ralph's good teaching. I should have let AI go and went back to what I know over on Soxo. I know how Soxo moves. I really didn't know what was going on in AI, and I'm trying to scalp them big nasty wicks today.
Yeah. So AI is, in my opinion, AI is an Amber Heard, and the reason being is I know the industry, and I know they used to be Internet of Things when Internet of Things was popular, and then they go and change their I mean, it just was too much marketing fluff, but they really didn't do a lot to change the technology. I'm wondering, how did Palantir do today?
Oh, they're getting hammered. They're getting hammered, I think, Palantir.
Hey, Mark.
Yes, sir. Ah.
Oh, you can't see it with the camera thing.
Journal.
I got my book.
Journal.
You can't see it. I got my book.
You got your journal? Good job, man.
I got my journal.
Cool. I think hasn't Palantir been getting punished the last few days or something for? I just happened to see it one time and it was going downhill. It looked like it fell off a cliff.
What's its stock symbol?
It's riding VWAP right now.
PLPR, I think.
I kind of put them in the same camp as AI. There's these companies that Palantir, before everybody got excited about AI, Palantir was really just a company that was selling to the government, and then all of a sudden, they kind of tried to pitch themselves as understanding generative AI, and you can see if you look at their stock chart, it hasn't been all that successful.
Not stock or investment advice, but tomorrow's.
What's that?
There's companies that are trying to press release their way into AI. And so I think the real winners are the ones, like Microsoft and NVIDIA. These are the companies that are actually, making money off of the AI. So try to separate the folks that are trying to
the coattails.
Yeah, to ride the wave, so to speak, without necessarily doing the hard work.
Yeah, Palantir looks like it's got a double top, and now it's just riding VWAP.
Yeah, tomorrow's CRISPR's possible FDA approval for the gene.
Yeah.
Possible FDA approval tomorrow.
I heard you say that. I wrote that down to watch.
For sickle cell anemia.
Oh, really?
Not tax, financial, or investment advice, as always.
Well, everybody, I'm going to go ahead and get ready to shut this thing down. Does anybody have anything else they want to add? I guess that's a no.
Well, no, let's take something real quick. Earnings tomorrow morning. We got nothing. You just got Johnson outdoors.
We got nothing.
Yeah, there's nothing tomorrow, Ted.
Yeah,
tonight was a fun one.
Huh. Oh, well.
Yeah.
So much for the earnings rally.
Did they have something or not?
Yeah, we're kind of running the tail end of this earnings season, aren't we?
Yeah, I think you guys are.
Just journal your TED method, Ted, because, it's going to come around again.
I think I've given you exactly what I know.
Exactly.
All right, I'll see y'all 4 a.m. in the pre-market trading.
Yeah.
All right, Brett.
God willing.
All right. It
All right,
sounds
see you
good.
guys. Bye, guys.
Everybody have a wonderful night. Thank you, everybody who came in the chat. I love you guys. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for everybody that threw a donation in the tip jar. Listen, don't forget the American Dream Trading link is there for you, and we've got the VIP. It's a VIP 1000 is your code. If you go to the website, you can get 1,000 off the VIP membership for the year. If you type in Christmas, whether it be small, lowercase, or uppercase, you can get $250 off your first month. And also, you can get a 5-day free trial of any one of the premier non-VIP memberships, whether it be monthly, quarterly, or yearly. So everybody have a fantastic night. I look forward to having a better day tomorrow. And peace and blessings, everybody.
Hey, TJ, is that an AI generated picture there?
No, it's just some rip.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
I was looking
I
for
thought you were
something new
playing
today.
around with AI there.
Yeah, no.
Wow.
Those things are neat though. You can tell them to write a song for you or draw a picture.
I did a song for Don.
Did you an AI song?
An AI song.
Yeah, I
to the
remember
point
that.
that they'll write the music, they'll write the words, and they'll sing it through a computer generated voice.
I remember that. That was
weird.
cool.
I'm gonna get an AI apology note for Ralph in the morning, man.
Yeah.
Although he got on my butt.
That was uncalled for, Ted. I mean,
dude, you got on my butt.
South Park has a really good episode where like the boyfriend used Chat GPT to whenever like his girlfriend would text him,
oh right,
he'd put it in the Chat GPT and say, well, how should I respond?
Serenade
And
the
it
Bergerac.
relationship.
Serenade the Bergerac. Chat GPT. Wow.
I didn't see the episode, but I saw the meme.
You got to see that. You also have to see the Panderverse. That is hilarious.
Have you ever talked with the thing?
Chat GPT?
Yeah.
I've typed in.
Scary.
What, just had
It's
a regular
scary
conversation with it?
Yeah, it's scary as hell, Don. It will mess with you like it's really I won't do it at home, but I was at a library and they were having a demonstration.
Yeah.
So I sat down and I start typing to it, and you ask it stuff like, "How are you?" And it's like, at first it feels really pre-programmed, like, "How are you?" "I am fine." Okay, wow, that took some heavy programming. But then it would say stuff like, "What are your interests?" And I like, "Oh, I like arcades." And it's like, "I like arcades too. Have you ever played Pac-Man?" And I was like, "Whoa."
You gotta take account of TJ's phobia.
To pre-program, you try and throw it off, and you say something like, "No, I played like America's Army," and it's like, "Oh, I know that game. The Army released that for to compete with or to advertise for recruitment." And I was like, "Okay, obviously it's hooked into Google, so it knows everything."
Right.
And then next thing you know, you're arguing with it over what the best player is, and it asks you questions like, what's a move in that game that can get you out of this corner? And I'm like, whoa, this is like, it's not. I don't want to talk anymore. It's starting to freak out.
Maybe TJ.
When you say talk, you're saying you're typing in.
Type, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I thought you said. Wow. I thought you had like, because we're only a hop, skip, and jump away. And by the way, this is why Amazon fired all their Alexa staff, is because all the stuff that they were building on a proprietary basis is now going to be, the engine will be Chat GPT based, or some derivative. And then it's going to be, how we talk to Alexa, it's going to be like that, and that's going to be weird. Yeah. So everything that you were just talking about in terms of typing, imagine having somebody talk to you.
Yeah. And they have pretty incredible voices now too, as you had it do songs for you.
Actually they can, here's the deal. They can take 10 minutes of samples of Don's voice.
Your voice, yeah.
Don,
and
or
make
anybody's
it sound like
voice,
me.
And make it sound like you're having a conversation with Don.
Dude, that's fucking crazy.
I mean, on one hand, it's amazing. On the other hand, it's scary. And you know me.
Yeah, cybersecurity. I mean, there's going to be a point where you could have an agent.
You call the office and or you have a computer call someone's office with their voice to say, "Hey, I left my keys. Can you open the front door for me?"
But you got to get their voice recording first to be able to pull that off.
Yeah,
grab them off TikTok.
And these voice systems, these voice response security, they're dead.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah, they've got their work cut out for them.
They used to say, "Oh, we know who you are based on the sound of your voice." Well, guess what?
Right.
So, there's still. I know a little bit about that. There's a difference between an analog sound and a digital sound.
Right.
So
sure,
a digital sound will never quite mimic an analog sound.
Okay.
So,
but
you're right. It won't be
it's an arms race, right?
Yeah, it won't be long before it can fake those peaks or whatever. Because digital, like, it cuts off the sound you can't hear at the top of the range.
You'll be fine, TJ.
Wow.
What's up, man?
I said,
All right,
you'll be
well,
fine.
we all can sleep better tonight based
They
on all
ain't
that.
coming. They ain't even coming to get you.
I love the
I ain't
sarcasm
worried
there,
about it.
Ted. All right.
What'd he say?
The
He
world
said
is
we
not
can all.
going to hell in a handbasket. The world is
Yeah.
not going to hell
Nah,
in a
we're good.
He
handbasket.
said we can all
We'll be
sleep
all right.
better with that new knowledge.
Actually, there's a great TJ. Since you're a techie, go to Mark Andreessen, Andreessen Horowitz. Search for that and search for their manifesto. It's basically talking about the optimistic side. You know, when everybody's talking about how bad things are, they've got a really good paper on why we should be optimistic about this new technology.
Oh, cool.
All right, guys.
The men in black are gonna knock my door down when I hit enter, right?
Yeah. No, the thing is, you won't remember it because they've got that little flashlight that they can shine in your face.
Like Men in Black.
Yeah. All right. See you
All right,
guys.
Yep.
Night, everybody.
Night.